Well, howdy there, folks. You're scrolling YouTube and maybe you're watching the Crimson Saint podcast, but you're sitting there all alone and you wish you had you a companion. Well, I can help you with that one. Look at my friend Judy here. Now, first and foremost, I'm not going to tell you what she was doing down there because that is none of your business. But you can get your very own Judy if you call me right now at 1-800-GET-JUDY. And I'm going to tell you what, she had me in nothing but my cowboy hat and my socks, and whoo, she blew them socks right off my feet. She can do that for you too. Call 1-800-GET-JUDY. Well, I'm going to go get Judy myself. Bye-bye now.
Right, we are back yet again.
Remember, before you think, wow, these guys do not change their clothes, we film these all in one night, guys.
Yeah, I promise.
We bathe, we shower.
Right, it's not like a week later.
I don't, you know what? Do you prefer shower or bath? I don't know why but why? Just tell me.
I like showers.
Me too, because I don't want to sit in
my dirty water.
Yeah, dude, who wants to sit? These women are talking about, I'm sexy with soap on my boobies. Bitch, you're sitting in scum. You're sitting in your own vagina juices. In the fucking water. That's not hot. It's not. I'm just saying.
Did you say vagina juices?
Vagina juices, bro.
It's a good thing we got a message at the end of this next couple episodes.
Well, we have a message? We want to get canceled? That's that vagina juices?
I don't know.
If you're sitting in the tub, you're sitting in your old dirty ass feet that have been sweating.
Or my nut water.
Nut water. There you go. It's just a known fact. Shower. Wash all the important parts, but shower.
Your tits and bits.
Tits and bits.
Sounds like a new dog food, don't it?
If I had a Christmas giggle, that's where it would come out. Tits and bits. That was good. That does sound like a dog food. Like the dog just runs in, he's like, no, he said, I'm good. That's because you didn't wash. You sat in your fucking vagina juices. Anyway, I'm just saying. My bad. Go ahead, man.
New from Purina.
Tits and bits.
Your dog will thank you.
He probably won't. The dog will bite you. You're like, fuck you, dude.
Bro, right.
Exactly. That dog will not be happy.
Like vagina water.
See, vagina juices in water, bro. I'm just saying.
Oh, that's like a broth.
Oh, I don't want to eat that soup, bro. Nah. No. When people, remember back in the day, people were like, I drink her bath water. No, the fuck you won't. No, you won't. Quit lying. You won't do that shit. It's nasty as fuck. Motherfucker sitting there with a straw. I'm out. Nope. Okay.
I got a story about a straw, but no.
Okay. It was about Rochester, the fucking raccoon. Did the straw bite you in the ass too? Did you pull its eye out or never mind?
No,
sorry,
but
folks,
there's somebody who liked to park his car in the garage and let his exhaust out, and then he would take the car out of the garage, take a straw and stick it in the garage and suck out the exhaust, and then spit the exhaust in the sunroof.
I'm trying to process what the fuck he just said, and I don't... Okay. So what we're talking about this episode, by the way, this is Tony, and I'm John, and we are back with the Crimson Saint podcast, and we are talking about sci-fi and horror TV shows.
I got a feeling it's going to be more horror TV because I didn't watch a lot of sci-fi stuff.
Yeah, I wasn't huge. I like sci-fi, but I'm not... I don't know. Alien stuff never really did it for me, dude.
Yeah.
Like, the Alien movies are cool. Like, I've watched those and
Yeah.
stuff. I don't know. Alien stuff really wasn't like... I don't know. Maybe they're too real for me. Maybe like, I'd rather see a slasher, like, whatever.
All right, let's start it out with
some of the ones you watch, man.
Ray Bradbury Theater.
I remember that. Yeah. Yes, but man. Whew, I know the name, and I know I've seen it. But I couldn't sit here and tell you one episode.
It's just like those old black and white, like
like
Alfred Hitchcock presents.
Right, exactly. Yeah. And I know I've seen it, but I could not sit here and tell you one episode. It's been so long that I couldn't even tell you. But I do know exactly what you're talking about.
Tales from the Dark Side.
I enjoyed that. Some of them, not all of them.
Yeah, it wasn't as good as something like Tales from the Crypt.
No, but Tales from the Dark Side was fun in some aspects. It had cool episodes. Movie was fun.
Yeah, it was.
That was fun.
What you?
I was a Tales from the Crypt guy.
Yeah.
I loved Tales from the Crypt. I loved as much as So if you watched the first episode, it was kind of cool because it told you Freddy's backstory, Freddy's nightmares.
Yeah.
After that, it was never anything about Freddy. It was just...
Where the fuck did you just go?
What do you mean, where did I go? I was talking about Freddy's nightmares.
We were talking about Tales from the... Well, did you just, like, you say I like Tales from the Crypt?
Yeah, did you want me to... Okay, so wait.
Well, no, you don't have to. I just thought you were going to elaborate on it.
Oh, Tales from the Crypt. So...
No, you don't have to.
No, it's fine, because I thought we were just jumping. My bad. But no, Tales from the Crypt. So for me, it was... I love the episode Death of Some Salesman with Tim Curry.
Yeah.
Because he plays the mom, the pa, and then You Still
And
Love
daughter,
Me. You Still Love Me. Remember that one? I love that episode. I like... man... You make me really think now because I know I had my favorite episodes. I like the Christmas episode too.
Yes, with Larry Drake.
Yeah, he played a great fucking Killer Santa. Naughty or nice. You know, that was a great fucking episode.
I like the one with Travis Tritt where they were trying to find the souls.
I remember that. Yeah.
And dude, the one that fucks with me the most, and that fucks with me, that's why I think I'm scared of death. It was like, there were two brothers, and they were doctors. And the one, I think he like killed his brother, but he gave him like some kind of like paralyzer to like make him think that he was going through this, and it was all like an internal monologue.
I remember what you're talking about. Yeah.
And then like he came out of it, and then like, but the other brother ended up dying somehow, like a heart attack or scared him, and then.
I remember. Yeah, I remember what you're talking about.
I know. I was
Why do I feel like the brothers were the man in my head? I'm thinking, what's his name? Wow, I know. I can see the guy's face in my head, but I can't think of his name right now. Man, that's gonna piss me off. Do you remember the one with Leah Thompson when she was getting old?
Yeah.
And she got her face casted and she started aging afterwards.
Right.
That was a good one.
Or the one with the William Hickey where he has the fucking, the body parts. And
but he had the voice, so that was the worst part. He's like, hey, honey. And you're like, what the fuck, right?
And then she ended up being with the old man because he had the money.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Dude, so many good episodes. Yeah. Now that last season, not so good. Season 7 was bad. That was a very unwatchable season. There was no memorable episodes in that season.
Yeah.
Did you see something else?
No, my ass hurts. I'm just saying.
Okay. I was like, what's over there?
No, Rob. He investigated, by the way.
I did, and I saw nothing. Not even a possum or a raccoon, so I couldn't put either a more skunk, so whatever. Did find a beetle, though. I stepped on it. But anyway, sorry. Man, I'm trying to think, and I know there's some other episodes I really enjoyed as Tales from the Crypt, but there's so many, though.
And then the Tales from the Crypt, I know they're not series, but the movies, I enjoyed those a lot.
Oh, yeah, Bordello Blood. So my favorite was Demon Knight. If I had to go in order, obviously, it would be Demon Knight, Bordello Blood. And then there's Ritual, which was not good.
I don't think I've even heard
Tim
of that
Curry's
one.
in it. That's the only reason why. So I heard about it. I bought it from Amazon.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, oh, Tim Curry. Sweet. Tales from the Crypt movie. Not good. Not good at all. It was kind of a knockoff of Serpent and the Rainbow-ish, kind of.
Okay.
If I only watched it once, so don't quote me on that.
Huh.
But I wasn't a huge fan. But the show, loved it. I even liked the cartoon. The cartoon was fun, too. So,
Excuse me.
But I'm sorry, I jumped into Freddy's Nightmares.
Well, I didn't say we had. I just thought,
No,
I don't
you're
know.
good. You're good.
Because I didn't elaborate on it anymore.
No, I thought that was a cool show. I liked how I think it was called No More Mr. Nice Guy. It was the first episode of that series, and it covered Freddy's trial.
Yes.
And him getting put in prison and all that shit and blah blah blah. And then after that, it was just random stories. Some of them are not good, but Freddy was what always popped up in the beginning, the middle of the show, and at the end of the show. So it was cool. It was fun to see, right? Friday the 13th was the total opposite. Friday the 13th, the series was cool because you thought, ooh, Jason. Nope. It was haunted items that the people went to go get from the store, and every episode was something about a haunted item. I remember there being like wasn't it like a makeup, like what do they call it, compact or whatever?
Yeah. And there was a monkey paw too.
Yep. There was all these cool, like, it was real cool how they did that. Like the guy was like the curator, if that's what they call him, right? Of like the shop. And they would send out the people to go out and get the fucking cursed items.
But the kid in the movie or in the show
he ended up being Jason Goes to Hell. Yeah.
I think they said they mentioned Crystal Lake once in the series or something.
They probably did. Yeah, they probably. I found that probably about 4 months ago. I found the whole series at the Exchange, and I bought it.
Nice.
Yeah, because that was one of my like gifts that I really wanted to get at one point, and I found it.
Very
it was only like $30. Not bad for the whole series, because it's a lot of discs.
Yeah.
So that was a fun one. What's some stuff you watched?
I
know we got the
Monsters.
List there, Monsters was great. Yeah. But just the opening of it was cool.
Yeah.
Ooh, Monsters is coming on, and then fucking like he looked like a potato.
Yeah.
Remember the dad looked like a potato? Yeah. They were sitting there eating the gummy worms and shit. That was a cool show. I enjoyed that a lot.
Let's see. I like The Hitchhiker. We talked about that on camera. I did too.
That was a fun HBO show. It was.
Yeah. And it was on USA for a while too.
Remember the theme music though?
Yeah. It was creepy.
Yeah, it was cool shit, dude.
Twilight Zone. I don't think you can.
I enjoyed Twilight Zone. I did some of it, not all of it. Not the new incarnations that they started out with, like Jordan Peele brought it back. I didn't like those as much. Some things should not be remade. We've talked about this before.
Yes.
Twilight Zone was Twilight Zone, and when it was made at a time where you could do the creepy shit that you could do, and it was like William Shatner. Remember the episode where he almost like the movie when he saw the thing on the plane?
Yeah.
Remember that? And that was like a knockoff from the movie. Took that too.
Right.
When they brought it back, it was just like modern psychological thriller horror, and it wasn't as good as watching the old black and white Twilight Zones.
I agree.
Sometimes you don't want to remake stuff, but I did like the show though. I did.
Did you watch the X-Files?
Yes and no.
Yeah.
Saw some of it. Didn't really. I wasn't big in aliens.
My mom liked that for some reason, so that's the only reason why I watched it.
Dude. Like everybody talks about Signs and stuff like that movie.
Yeah.
I never got into it. I just couldn't do it. Like I don't know.
Well,
Wasn't a big fan of the alien thing.
okay. Let's see here. We talked about this in the other episode about TV shows, but Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Oh, right.
That was
that was cool.
I consider that.
That was like your kid version, but sometimes they kind of cross the line. Not into like vulgar stuff.
No.
More of a PG, like little bit error. Some of that shit was creepy. Like some of it was a little bit creepy for that time, you know. And again, we talked about it on the last one, but if we're talking about horror-esque type things, Salute Your Shores was not horror, but Zeke the Plumber was. Cool episode.
Now Highlander, I like the Highlander TV show.
Well, there can only be one.
That's right.
So,
Don't
I'm
wrong.
just saying.
I enjoyed it.
I wasn't a fan. I don't know why. I couldn't. I don't know.
Did you watch The Dead Zone with Anthony Michael Hall?
I did somewhat. Yeah, they made that into a movie though too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. V wasn't Robert Englund in that?
He may have been. I don't know if he was
I
regular.
want to say he was in that. I could be wrong, but I know there was a show that Robert Englund was in. I think it was that one.
Let's see.
Whether or not I'm.
Yeah, he says he's
there he
Willie.
is. There he is. I vaguely remember that show, but I remember him being a part of it. But I didn't watch a lot of it though.
So there was, there was not as many horror. I mean, there was Trevor's TV show.
You know that never got off the ground though?
No.
They tried, but it never got off the ground for some reason. They just never, which I think that would have been a fun TV series.
Yeah.
Tremors would have been fun.
Did you ever watch Kojak the Night Stalker?
No.
No. I want to check that out. It's the old man from Christmas Story.
Oh,
where
okay.
he's like a reporter and they check on like supernatural shit.
That does sound familiar. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's-
Maybe I did.
I would like. I've never seen any of the episodes. but-
Forever Night was the dude was a vampire. You know
Yes.
that one?
Yes.
And then I know we talked about a werewolf series.
Yeah, there was a werewolf one.
I can't think of the name of it right now. But I know exactly what you're talking about. And I can't think
There was
of
only
it.
one season. I'm sorry, guys, that I'm the audience so much. I've been
It's
up
late.
since 2 a.m.
That's what we
yesterday.
do. That's what we do.
Yeah, but I'm still hanging tough. So, man, dude, there's not a lot.
Yeah, it's weird. You're going through the list and you see.
Swamp Thing, the TV show.
I like that.
I did too. I did like that. I like the
enjoyed
Swamp
that.
Thing cartoon.
I do too.
That was
I do
awesome.
too. I enjoyed the movies. I like 1 and 2. I'm not gonna lie. I like Swamp
Yeah,
Thing. and
yeah.
1 and 2. I
She
think
fucking
they're
ate the
fun
piece of
movies.
fucking thing off of him. And,
Yeah. I enjoyed those movies. I don't care. Wes Craven, I feel like that's a very underrated Wes Craven movie that a lot of people don't talk about. Swamp Thing. Good stuff.
What about Spawn, the TV series on HBO? Did you ever watch any of that?
I didn't. I don't remember watching
Keith
that
David was the voice of
Oh, shit. Well, Keith David's done everything. That
Yes,
man has done
he has.
literally everything.
that man. He's got a distinct voice.
He really does. Yeah. You hear that, you know it's him.
Absolutely.
100%.
Guys, I'm
Yeah,
honest
it's
to
tough,
goodness,
man. Looking
I'm-
through the horror TV shows, it's weird. Like, there's not a lot of stuff, really.
Well, you know what? With that being
You know
said,
what
then,
is cool, though? If you think about, like, if we're going to, just for fun, if you're going to cover now, I think there's starting to be more, like your Walking Dead, obviously.
right?
A
Yeah.
lot of people lost. So a lot of people said once Glenn got killed, if you didn't see the show and I spoiled it for you, sorry, go watch it. It's been a long time now. So they pretty much lost interest once he died.
Right.
A lot of people say that. A lot of people say once Negan's character kind of got dumbed down a little bit, they stopped watching the show too. But I stuck with it. I enjoyed it for what it was.
Yeah.
I liked the Dead City spinoff that they did with Negan and Maggie.
Right.
Have not watched Daryl's show yet, but I need to. And I did like the ones that live with,
Yeah.
Rick and Michonne. It was cool to see that ending.
Yeah.
When you watched the fucking Walking Dead for all that time, it was like there's got to be. Now I kind of want to see the whole groups get together
Right.
one last time. Like they have to give us that at least one time. The Chucky TV series has been really cool.
I hated the last season.
You didn't like it?
No.
Oh, dude, I thought it was fun. I think it did jump a little bit all over the place, and I feel like that's what's going to give them a hard time getting to season 4.
But then there's talk of making a movie though, and intertwining the series also. So like, that's one thing I did like about it. Like I told people, yeah, it's cool to know your Chucky history as far as watching the movie from obviously all the way to Cult was the last one, right? So watching Child's Play all the way to Cult of Chucky, because when you're watching the show, they do cover a lot of that shit. So you might be thinking, who the fuck is Mika? Well, you got to watch the last two Chucky movies to know who the fuck Mika is, because that'll tell you who she is. So if they do a movie now based off this, I think that'd be kind of cool to see everybody kind of come full circle.
There has to be a way to just neatly tie up everything. And
I feel like it could have ended the way it did. Like it I don't want to ruin it for anybody, but it did end on a fuck you note, basically.
Yeah.
So it in very Chucky fashion. Mm-hmm. So it could end that way possibly if another season doesn't come and maybe a movie picks up off of that. That'd be cool too.
Yeah.
I know I enjoyed it. I would like to see them come back for a season 4, but who knows?
I would like to see season 4.
I'm trying to think of what else has come out that's been horror.
Did you ever watch that Dawn of the Dead or Day of the Dead TV series? It came out the same.
Awful.
It was terrible.
Yeah, I heard it was awful.
It was a very agenda pushing. Fucking just. I was not.
There was one that came out a few years ago. It was a dude. Oh man. I can't think of the name of the show. It was on for a couple of seasons. I think I watched the first 2 and missed out on like the next 2.
Yeah.
Can't think of it. It was actually a pretty cool show. There was one that was on some streaming service, something in the Book of the Dead.
Well,
I can't think of his name, but that was a fun show.
What about Ash? Evil Dead.
Oh, Ash vs. Evil Dead. I enjoyed that. I was so pissed when that got canceled.
Yeah.
Because I felt like they could at least did one more season.
Isn't that girl from Youngstown too?
Which one? The one that played
Lorenzo or whatever.
She might be.
I'm pretty sure she's from Youngstown.
Yeah, she might be. I enjoyed that show. I thought it was fun. The show, the way it ended, kind of reminded me almost of Phantasm Ravager.
Yeah.
Kind of like that little ending. That was. If you're a fan of Phantasm, I know we're jumping the shark a little bit here, but tangent. If you're a fan of Phantasm and you watch Phantasm Ravager, that was made for fans.
Yeah.
100% made for fans. So that was like fulfilling to see, but also sad at the same time.
It was.
Because you knew at the time Angus Scrimm was dying.
Mm-hmm.
You knew that, and by the time the movie came out, I think he already passed. Right?
He did.
So like in the movie you saw, he was not his same self.
Yeah.
But it was like sad to almost see. So like I feel like Ash vs. Evil Dead had that little bit of something in it where it kind of ended that way too. It's like it's ending and it's not coming back. It's like fuck, dude, come on. So that was kind of a bummer, but I did enjoy it though. I thought it was fun. What about Creepshow that came on Shudder? What do you think of that?
I tried to watch the first couple episodes and I don't know, I just couldn't get into it because
there was some decent ones. I don't want to say it was. So Creepshow the movie, great. Creepshow 2 the movie, great. Yeah. Creepshow 3 the movie, garbage. TV show, I try to be more modern.
Yeah.
And again, it's hard, man, because look at when Creepshow was made. Look at when Creepshow 2 was made.
Right. Different times.
Yeah. And it's so hard to recreate that. And some of the stories are cool, don't get me wrong. But it's just, I don't know. I liked it, but I didn't love it.
Right.
If that makes sense.
Yeah. Totally.
But there's all kind of shit that I can't even think of right now. When we're done doing this, I'll think of 50,000. Did you hear that too? Okay, that's the door. Okay, I was gonna say. Listen, I thought somebody was knocking on the door, bro. Like I'm about to fight. There's some ghosts in this house. Yeah, man. I'm drawing a blank because I know there's more, and I can't think of it.
Well, then let's kind of segue.
Todd and the Book of Evil. That was the show.
Todd and the Book of
Evil. Yeah, have you ever seen that one? That was actually a fun show too. I enjoyed that. I don't remember where the hell it originated from, but I remember watching it. I liked it. I thought that was a fun one. I think it was only 2 seasons, but that was fun. There was a vampire show that was on like USA and it got canceled recently.
Okay.
I didn't even watch it.
What about The Strain? Did you ever watch that on FX? That vampire? It was a vampire show. Kind of like I think it was like an I
know what
Legend
you're talking
kinda.
about. No, I didn't see that one. Stranger Things. I enjoyed it. Like we're talking
yeah.
Horror show. Horror. That's pretty much covered.
And that's like horror sci-fi right there.
Madison for the longest time. Dad, you gotta watch Stranger Things. I never did.
Yeah.
I tried one time. I got about 20 minutes into the first episode and I was bored.
Yeah.
And I was like, nah. I just kept telling me, Dad, you gotta watch it. Dad, you gotta watch it. All right. One night I popped it on. Couldn't stop watching it. And I just got hooked. And then she found out I was watching it when I told her, and she was like, I want to watch the last episode with you because I really loved it. So I I made sure she was with me when I watched the last episode.
Yeah.
And like now the next season's coming, probably when we're like 57 years old because it's taken forever. But I do want to see how it ends.
Yeah.
I would like to see that part.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. You know, it was fun. It was a cool little throwback. A lot of cool 80s music. A lot of cool horror. A lot of cool horror references and shit like that.
Michael Myers,
yeah,
man,
absolutely.
yeah.
I did enjoy that. I still have that pop. And
I do too.
Madison's so mad at me. She's like, "You never even seen the show and you got that pop." I was like, "She's wearing a Michael Myers costume."
That's
I
right.
had to.
Absolutely.
And now that fucking pop is like expensive as shit.
I know.
And I was like, "I'll never sell that bitch."
I've got two of them.
Oh shit.
One's out of the box though.
Okay, see, mine is still in the box.
And the other one's in the box, yeah. But
Didn't
one's,
even know the show. Never saw it a day in my life. Saw the pop in the store. And was like, "She's wearing a Michael Myers mask."
get it.
Snag it.
Well, that's a good segue because let's just go into collecting. I mean,
Okay.
outside of the obvious, I mean, we collect horror
Mhm.
related items.
Mhm.
We actually just went on a bit of a shopping trip earlier today. We went to.
What happens is they send me out to collect cursed horror items, and I take them back to the shop where old Pops puts them in a room.
Really? Does
They'll
Rochester come
never
out?
get out again. And that is the premise of Friday the 13th series. Anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Rochester help you?
Hey, you told a story about Rochester. I'd tell my fucking story too. Come on. There's no skunk or possum involved, but I cursed items. But go ahead. He's like, I'm punching the face, dude.
No, it's not that. You've had a long ass hair hanging out of your beard for like the last 2 episodes,
Oh.
and I'm trying not to.
I mean, just take it. Like, pull it out, bro. I want to shave. I can't.
it was
I'm not
loose.
allowed.
It was a loose hair. But
I'm filming a movie tomorrow. By the time you see this, it'll be way before that, but
Yeah.
way after that. But I'm filming a movie tomorrow. It's like, you fucking shave me. It's driving me nuts. I want to.
what do you collect? I mean, outside of the obvious. I mean, or is it strictly in the horror realm? I mean,
mainly I'd say yes.
Okay.
So I'm a movie collector, obviously. You know
Yes.
that. I collect DVDs, Blu-rays, steelbooks. Now when I say this, I don't mean everything, but like, all right, my Halloween collection. That's our favorite movie. That's
Yes.
our favorite series. So for me, I have every DVD version of Halloween, every Blu-ray version of Halloween. The box set of Halloween was like $200 or $100 when it came out.
Yeah.
I have every individual Blu-ray released by itself, even aside from that, like set. I have steelbook versions. I have VHS. Every VHS is available in the series up until I believe Rob Zombie's
Mhm.
first one. I have the producer's cut that came out when it was back when it was just a burn thing when you couldn't
Yeah.
find it, and then I eventually got the Blu-ray when Walmart sold it,
Yeah.
which came in the set too. Oh god, dude! Any horror movie I try. I'm not gonna say everything, but I do try to get like. For me, I like to have that stuff that I watched when I was a
Yeah.
kid. So it's really cool to have like all these cool horror movies I watched when I was a kid. So
Yeah.
like, man, if I see it, I'll grab it. You know. My want list is still huge though. Like,
Oh, yeah,
stuff
dude.
that I
Oh,
want,
God,
right?
yeah.
So movies, I do collect movies. I collect Funkos. Not, and I don't want to say when everybody says, "Oh man, you collect the Funkos." No, let me stop that. I collect the Funkos that I want. If
Right.
that makes sense.
Right.
So any horror ones, not all horror, but mostly horror, yes. Like there's a Hurt the Clown coming out. I want that.
There's 3 of them bastards.
I know, and we're never gonna get that chase with the glasses, which really pisses me off. There's a Toxic Crusader, fucking Toxie coming out. I want that.
Yeah.
There's 2 new Killer Clown ones coming out. I want Frank and Chubby are
Okay.
coming out. I want those. So like, I recently got the Tall Man from Phantasm.
I need to get that still.
So like, there's horror ones that I want. There's a Pascal coming out from
Yes,
Pet Cemetery,
yes,
which
yes,
is
yes.
cool. Like I love the off the wall ones that you wouldn't think would
Right.
get a pop, right? I collect Michael Myers stuff. I know you do too.
Yeah.
So like I have. Well, he just said it. We went shopping at Spirit Halloween today, and I spent some money. I got the little baby Michael Myers, little horror baby Michael Myers, and I got the Halloween 2 pumpkin that lights up and has the skull popping out of it.
It's pretty awesome.
And I got the clapper from Halloween. So Spirit Halloween's my downfall. When it opens, I go and I get all the Michael Myers stuff that I want, and there's other things there too. But as far as collecting stuff, man, yeah, movies, pops occasionally, and anything horror basically. You know, it's weird. Like I'll just go and I just like stuff from certain movies. Like,
Yeah.
Not all figures or toys or whatever, but like I bought a Motel Hell Farmer Vincent toy. Like I had to have that because I love Motel Hell. Like it's a sporadic kind of collecting thing, but my collection is huge. So like,
Yeah.
Jesus, I'm running out of room. And I have stuff that I can't even put out because I don't have room for it.
Yeah.
It sucks, but I don't have room for it.
I'm in that same boat.
Would
but-
you consider tattoos a collection?
Yeah.
Because I also collect those. I have 102 tattoos now.
Damn, son.
Yeah, like Cassie asked me one day, how many tattoos do you have? I said, I don't know. And she literally counted them, and we've kept a list. Every time I get a new one, we add it to it.
Oh, wow.
I have 102 right now. So yeah, I'm working on the next 4 on this leg, which is, you can't see, but it's my Halloween leg. But I'm working on that.
I collected STDs.
That's a nice collection.
Some I'll never get rid of.
How'd you do with that one?
How?
Did you get, like, it's like Pokemon, you gotta catch them all?
Catch them all, yeah. I
Wow.
gave a few too.
Oh, he doesn't mean that, folks. That's like the Rochester story. He doesn't mean that. What do you collect?
I am the same. I collect a lot of horror-related items, toys, figures, mainly Michael Myers. One of my favorite things that I've been collecting lately are enamel pins.
Oh, nice.
But like they have to be of things
Something
that
you like.
Yeah, I don't want just a random enamel pin.
Yeah. Cassie's bought me like random Michael Myers Halloween ones and
Yeah.
stuff too, and I love them because like you said, like I don't have a huge collection, but I have some. You know.
I really like going back and collecting old Happy Meal toys.
Oh,
Things of that
yeah,
nature,
man.
Like the really cool ones.
Would love to have the nuggets, the old ones, not that new shit they put out because those were terrible.
Yeah.
$12 for a fucking box with a toy.
They look like
$12.
candy.
Yeah, right, dude.
I do have the McNugget pops of them as the. Yeah.
I do too. I got the vampire and the. I didn't get the Frankenstein. I know you lucked out and got that one.
Yeah.
I missed it.
I also have the one where he's holding all 3 of the.
Oh, the pails. Oh, that's so cool. I missed out on that one too, dude. That's super cool.
So luckily,
Nice.
my wonderful wife got
That's
them
cool,
for
man.
me.
That's
And
cool.
even though I've been talking about slinging salami to old women all night,
Blanche.
and mama.
And yeah, that's right.
And
Okay. Anyway, yeah, I'm the same, dude. Like, I got a record player about 2 years ago. So like, I don't want to say I collect vinyl, but if I see a vinyl I like, I'll snatch it.
Laura loves.
You know, I got Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg on vinyl, which I think Chronic and fucking Doggy
Yeah.
Style, 2 of the greatest albums ever, in
Yeah.
my opinion. I got those. I have like AC/DC's Back in Black. You know.
Just certain ones that
Yeah,
really
you know,
resonate.
like, yeah, I mean, like if I see something that's cheap in the fucking Goodwill for $1, and it's like, I'll snatch it. Like I
Yeah.
found a whole collection, and people might laugh at this one, of Nat King Cole, but I thought of my dad,
Yeah.
and it was literally 6 records
Wow.
of Nat King Cole, and I was like, for $1.50, yeah, I snatched that
Yeah.
whole bitch. I took her up to the counter, and she was trying to figure out what to charge me. I was like, it says $1.50. She was like, well, there's 6 records in here. It was like $1.50. She was like, okay, and she just gave it to me because she was trying to be a bitch.
Yeah.
But no, I got a whole Nat King Cole collection. Oh, dude, yeah. If I find something I like, I grab it. You know, like it doesn't have to be, you know, just whatever, dude. Like,
Everything's so damn expensive anymore,
yeah,
too, though,
dude.
man.
You know, collecting is it's like an addiction.
It is. It really is.
Really, because we're into horror, so we'll sit there and say, man, like we just, I got a hair hanging. You probably hate the hair I had hanging. We just talked about this. We were talking about years ago. It was we didn't have a lot of Michael Myers stuff, so it was like, man, Jason had a bunch of shit. Freddy had stuff coming out. Ghostface had shit coming out. Chucky had stuff coming out the ass. But Michael Myers had nothing, right? All of a sudden, then floodgates were like, and Michael's everywhere now, in every fucking capacity you could think of.
Getting the
And
goddamn
we
respect he
have
deserves.
to buy it because we're fans of Michael Myers.
Yes.
So that shit adds up. Like I spent $70 today
Yeah.
on, well, yeah, $70 on 2 items, but they're fun and they're probably gonna fly off the shelves.
Yeah,
So I got them when you can, you know.
And that's sometimes you just got to get them when you see them because
Yeah.
they're gonna, like you said, fly off the shelf.
Mhm.
It'll be hard to find, or if you try to get it on eBay, people are gonna.
Oh, they're
jack-
gonna hike the price, dude.
Yeah, so
Immediately.
you gotta grab it.
You know what else is fun too? I just thought about those was the Toonie Terrors.
Yeah,
You like those?
yeah, I do. I have some of them.
Now Kevin, I give him credit. That dude collects all of them. Like
Yeah.
he's got a fucking huge collection. Like that dude, I think. Pretty sure Kevin says he's only missing like 3 or 4.
Okay.
Like he's got the sets and shit, everything. Like
Yeah.
and he's got them all set out like on his like on a mantle basically. And he wants to make like little dioramas for all of them.
Oh, cool.
Now, for me, there's only certain ones I want. Like
Mhm.
I want the Tar Man. I do want that one.
I do want. Yeah.
There's a Vincent Price one I think is cool as shit. And I want that one.
Yeah.
And there was somebody else, and I can't think of who it was. It's like I just got the Thanksgiving John Carver. I got him from a convention, so I was like, sure, let's buy it while it's here. But yeah, man, like everything's so catchy. You see it, it's like shit. Now I gotta start collecting that. Shit, now I gotta start collecting that. I used to be big into video games and stuff. I love my horror video games, but like I would like a physical copy of the Killer Clowns game, but it hasn't come out yet.
Yeah.
Like I love the Texas Chainsaw Massacre game; is fun. I had the Jason game. Like I don't want to say I collect, but it's cool to have the horror stuff.
Yeah.
You know. So yeah, collection. If you're a collector, man, I give you credit because it's a bitch.
It's pricey.
You have to sometimes miss out on shit too. Like you would love to spend the money on it, but you don't have it. And it's like fuck. And then if you don't, anything that comes out today, you just said it. Like people are gonna go to Spirit Halloween and they're gonna go in there, gonna buy all those Michael Myers babies and all those Art the Clown babies because they know people want them.
Yeah.
So they're gonna spend the $50. They're probably gonna do a 20% coupon like I did too. So they're gonna spend $40 on that shit. But as soon as you go to eBay and look them up, they're gonna be $150, $200. They're gonna make all that fucking money. I don't say that I hate resellers, but it really does fuck collectors in a lot of aspects.
Yeah.
It really does. Because you have that person saying, well, ooh, I got this, and they're dangling it in your face, and you're like, I don't want to pay $200 for it, though. You know, it
That'd be
sucks.
quicker than that.
Yeah, right. Almost had you. Exactly. It sucks, dude. Collecting can be a bitch. It really can. Yeah.
Well, I think that's it's another one in the can. Yeah, man.
He's like, this board master, he's tired, man. He's tired. He's been up for a long time.
We enjoyed talking to you guys, and we've had a good time on this episode, and I think we have one more to do, so be on the lookout for it. And
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure we'll probably drop it at the same time, like I said earlier. So, have a good night.
Later.